somebody tonight. We fell in love with somebody that we didn't even know who they were. And so we don't do resumes. We don't do background checks. We just fall in love. What is falling in love? No, baby, you fell in lust. It's not love, because love is not love until it's been tried. I can't tell you I love you until we hit rock bottom and come back up, and I can tell you that I love you. I can't tell you I love you till I see that you could cover me when I'm going through the storm and rain. You got to understand, I'm not going to tell you I love you until we've been through something and we could come out of it and look at one another and say, guess what? We're going to be all right. It's going to be all right. You got to understand, when you're a woman, you have to go through some things. When you're a woman, you have to go through criticism. You have to go through talebearing. You have to go through jealousy. You have to go through hate. You got to go through all that in order to become who you are today. Do you not know people will just hate you just because you are you? You got to understand, we talk about relationships tonight. We're not only talking about marriage. We ain't only talking about single. We talk about your best friend hating on you because of who you are, because they really want your husband. They really want to live your life. You ever thought about it? Maybe, just maybe. Okay, maybe, just maybe. Okay, you hanging with her, you telling her what's going on, and every time you come in the house, your husband looking at you crazy, and you want to know why he looking at you crazy, but he can't tell you why he looking at you crazy, because if he tell you what he know, only one person know. All right, but yeah. Okay. All right, but okay, we gonna see about this. And so now, as we talked about a male and as we talk about a female, we know that we are the incubators of the male, because we have to go all the way back to Genesis. We always have to go back to the beginning of time. And as a first relationship, if I could call it, the first relationship that I made is when I was in the womb. The first relationship is in the womb. It's because I fell in love with my mama womb. It's because I fell in love with a comfortable place. Something was feeding me when I didn't even want to be fed. I was being taken care of. I was being clothed. I was being in a comfortable place. And so I realized that was the first relationship I came in contact with, was my mother's womb. But can I tell you, the first time I had rejection is when the umbilical cord was broke? Can I tell you, because that's when the disconnection came about. That's when they had to cut me all my sources. They had to cut me from all my meal. And so when I came out hollering. I came out whining, because now you took me from out of a comfortable place. How many times God removed you out of a comfortable place and you had to open up your mouth? You don't even really understand. I started rejection when I came out my mother's womb at the cutting of the umbilical cord. So you got to understand. I wasn't understanding why I had to be cut from my source. Sometimes God has to cut you from your source to let you know you could breathe on your own. God sometimes has to cut you from your source to let you know it's not about your source that kept you. It was the maker that kept you. And so God has to sometimes disconnect you to reconnect you, to show you where you thought it was coming from. That's not where it was coming from. You got to realize it was something higher than your mama. It was something higher than your father. And God had to let you know, cry, baby, cry. That's okay, cry. Baby, cry. Yeah, you better cry, baby, cry. Because before, I wasn't crying in the womb. Because guess what? Everything was taken care of. I didn't have to cry because I was hungry. I was already being fed. I didn't have to cry because I needed to be changed, because all that was being taken care of. But soon as I came out the womb, I realized that something about this situation has changed. You ever been in a marriage? You ever been in a relationship that you saw something creep in that was unfamiliar? Something that has changed. You don't know what it is, but they gave us discernment, women. We already know when something's not right because everything changed. Or you used to put your phone down, now you bring your phone with you. Or before we used to talk, now you don't want to talk no more. Or before you used to come home early, now you come home 2 hours late. What has changed? I know I ain't going crazy. Oh, you tripping? No, baby, I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. I know something changed. I know something. You smell different. You got another sin on you. Who you? What? Okay. Why? All before when I used to call you, you used to answer on the first ring. Now you got to call me back. Ah! I got. Can we truly talk about this? All before you used to answer on the first ring. Now I got to wait till you call me back. And then you got an issue when I don't answer your phone call. Yeah, okay. Oh, before you used to love me so much, you didn't have to put a code on your phone. Now all of a sudden, you got a code on your phone, and I tried the code last time, but you switched it on me. What it is that you don't want me to know? What you don't want me to find? But I got this thing, discernment, that you can't hide nothing from it regardless. You got to. No, I ain't tripping. I'm just mature now. I used to be folly for you. I used to be a fool for you. No, I'm not a fool in love no more, baby. I'm a grown woman about to make moves. I don't know if it's going to be foolish or not, but we're about to see about something. Okay, so now we going, we just, he told me to start, so I'm trying to start. So as I started, and it goes back to when God told Adam that it wasn't good for man to be alone. Y'all, we had all this, but I got to just roll with it. And God told Adam, he said it's not good for man to be alone, and I wasn't understanding this. Apostle, why would God tell Adam it wasn't good for him to be alone when the all-present Lord was with him? How is it that I'm by myself and God is still with me? You got to understand, no, God said, no, baby, I'm not talking about that kind of loneliness. He said, I'm talking about something that you're going to need in the natural, something that God going to move out the way to let that happen. You got to understand. You say transparency? Okay, so we're going to go transparent. Since it seems like everybody is stuck in red light in there. In other words, God not going to be the one to lay on in the bed with you. God not going to be the one to have intercourse with you. God is not going to be the one to say, be fruitful and multiply. So God had to give him somebody to be fruitful and multiply. We understanding this. And so now he said, know what? He said, now I'm going to give you somebody. He said, because I created everything with their own partner. He said, but you, he said, I literally have to pull her out of your side. And I wasn't understanding why is it that he had to pull Eve out of the side. The woman wasn't made from the dirt, but the woman was pulled out the man's side. Maybe, just maybe, that's why the men could be dirty, because they came from dirt. And maybe, just maybe, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, because they could do some low-down dirty stuff. Yeah, they could do some low-down dirty stuff and want to act like they ain't did nothing. They know how to hide their hands. They know how to throw the rock and hide their hand. They know, yeah, okay, all right, okay. And so now, as we move on, it goes that since we are the helpmeets, they said, that God took her out the side. You all right, musician? Okay. Because we're going to make you do some new notes tonight. But guess what? It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Yeah. You've been checking your spirit. You say, I got to go take that code off my phone because everything she's saying, she's talking to me. Yeah, it's okay. You okay. It's all right. It's okay. So what I realize is that since we was pulled out of his side, we all right? Since we was pulled out of his side, what I realize is that a man is looking for an incubator, and a woman is looking for a regulator. So, can I help us? A man is looking for an incubator. That means somebody that's going to house his vision. That means somebody that's going to take what he have and help him birth it out. And a woman is looking for a regulator, somebody that's going to make sure the bills is taken care of, that's going to make sure that's going to be able to encourage her, that's going to be able to push her. And so now you need an incubator and I need a regulator. So now we coming together as one. And as as I begin to think about it, women, can I tell you, stop being a lighthouse, because there's something about a lighthouse. A lighthouse only shows up when it's dark and foggy. And when it's dark and foggy, a lighthouse is there to guide them to the shores. How many Negroes that you got involved with that you got to the shore, and after they got to the shore, they left you at the shore? Can I? And the only reason why they need the lighthouse is only when it's dark, because when it's lighttime, when they can see for themselves, they ain't seen where you at. Isn't that something that all before you love God with all your heart and might, soon as that Negro come, now all of a sudden is a God versus man? Yeah. I'm just checking. I don't know what's going on. And so can I ask you this, women? They have money, but do they have benefits? Yeah. They have money, but do they have benefits? A drug dealer have money, but he don't have benefits. So all money not always good money, because guess what? If I'm ready to buy my house and they need to check your credit, do you have benefits? Because you have money, but do you have benefits? You still staying with your mama and you're 20? Okay, but yeah, you want to tell me what to do. That's okay. If you're a 30-year-old woman and you have your own house and you go on with a 26-year-old man and he's still staying with his mama, I don't think, we ain't going to even say life happens. We ain't going to even say life happens. We ain't going to even say life happens, because now you got him. Now you want to become the mama, because now he want a PlayStation 5. And then for income tax, you going to buy him a PlayStation 5. He want the latest joints, and now you got joints and stuff while your children crying, raggedy, hair, snotty, nose, nothing. But yet your boyfriend. Okay. We helping in relationships. That's okay. We helping in relationships. You telling your baby to go in the room and he trying to tell your mom, I'm hungry. But this Negro coming back at your house at 2 o'clock in the morning and you get up and fixing them. Okay, so we just, I'm just trying to help us. I'm just trying to help us. And I think what went on with relationships, Apostle, is that we changed the order of God. Because in 1 Corinthians 11:3, he says, now I want you to know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of every woman is a man, and the head of Christ is God. He said, long as we was following God, everything was okay. But soon as we put the children before the husband and mama before the wife, we messed up the structure. And so all before we was in line that God was taking care of all of us, but since somebody knocked the frequency off, now we got to take care of one another, not survival of the fittest. Can I? Not until structure come back in a house. That's the only way house gonna come back in order. And in order for the house to come back in order is that the man have to stand up and be a man. Because one thing about it, if the wife gets saved, maybe one child gonna get saved. But baby, if that husband gets saved, the whole household and the dogs gonna get saved. So, because the Bible tells us that when a man marries, he leaves father and cleanse to his wife. Somebody got to help me with something, because somebody's knocking the frequency off. And when you knock the frequency off, that means we can't communicate the right way. You can't let your mama come and override what your wife's saying, or your daddy or your friend override what your husband say. The frequency is knocked off, and that's why we got friction in the houses. Can we get it together? Okay, no. Nobody want to pray right now because everybody got friction. Everybody got mad. You right, I'm right, everybody right. But in the eyes of God, everybody is wrong. So as they begin to tell us that the women was pulled out the side of the man from a rib. I had to go look up what the rib meant. It says the ribs are connected to the sternum with a strong, somewhat flexible material called cartilage. And the rib cage helps protect the organs in the chest, such as the heart and lungs, from damage. So literally, God got me holding stuff together. Can I speak to all the women in here? God got you holding stuff together. God got you holding your house together. God got you holding your husband together. God got you holding the children together. God got you holding everything together because you was pulled from the rib. So this is what I think we need to know. Who do you belong to? And a man needs to be asking, who belongs to me? It says a man that finding a wife finding a good thing and favor. So you mean to tell me when God pulled the rib out, he pulled the good thing and favor out? You can't have nothing if you don't have favor. Because you don't have no money, but if you have favor, you can have favor. You can have money and don't have favor, you don't have nothing. Because you got to understand my favor going to come before $1. You got to know when God say that he made man in his image. He ain't say woman. You see, we blame Eve for eating the apple. But we ain't going to even say apple, but because the apple wasn't even a fruit back in those days, so we're going to say pomegranates. But can I tell you, Eve was deceived, but Adam made a choice. Adam, Eve was deceived by the serpent, but Adam made a choice. He could, just like he made a choice to bite it, he could have made a choice to say, we ain't going to eat it. So you can't blame nobody else for the choices you made. You just made a bad choice. Yeah, so can we help ourselves? So you got to know, is this a choice or am I being deceived? You got to understand, the slickster talk slick. He going to tell you how fine you is. He going to tell you how good you smell. He going to tell you, I wish I had you in my life. And all we need to hear is the 3 words, I love you. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Soon as I hear I love you, that's all you need. That's all I've been. Baby, tricks is for kids. I promise you. You got to know, soon as he say I love you, now all of a sudden you're laying down a red carpet. You let him fall in love with your body instead of your mind. And so when he finished sexing you up, now he out of there. Soon as he finished, you ain't even let him get in your mind because you showed him all your body and you want to take cute pictures, put all your lips out, everything. So he fell in love with the sex you. Okay. Can we? So he already made it with you before he even got with you. And he just want to see if it was what he thought it was going to be. And after he finished with you, now you're crying. He don't love me. He ain't answered my text because you was a quick fix. He wasn't looking for a long-time relationship. He was just looking for a quick fix. And you was that shot, that one shot that he pulled back. And after he woke up the next morning, that was it. That's all. I hear him saying one night stand. That stand coming up again, that one night stand, the stand that's on side your bed, that have a lamp on it, that you cut off during the day because you don't need the light. You only need it at night. We talking. We got to know what's going on. And so now you didn't been back. Do you not know you're letting the same spirit follow you? It just come in different packages. You mean to tell me you never destroyed that spirit that been following you for the last 10 years? You want to know why it seems like I'm attracting the same spirit because you never destroyed it off your life. Lord, have mercy. Do we really know? You got to destroy it off your life. It come in Fendi. It come in Dolce Gabbana. It come in joints. And then next day it come in the suits, snakeskin shoes. And it seems like you upgrade. No, the spirit just getting hot. The spirit went from a snake to a leviathan to a dragon. And you think you upgrade. Baby, the spirit just getting more powerful. That's why you can't break it. That's it. That's it and that's all. That spirit just getting more powerful. Because he know you got somebody praying for you. And he said, but if I could deceive her with my tongue. When the last time you been to church or I'm in a relationship, you left church early. Oh, yeah, because he was ready to leave. Oh! Okay. I give you 2 weeks. You're going to be back to the altar. Okay. Okay. That's how we do. We leave God for a quick fix for, he all I've been wanting, baby, until the private him show up. We always fall in love with the public them until we realize one night we talking, then I realize that I'm meeting the private you. Because I didn't realize that the private you had anxiety. I didn't realize the private you went to the cuckoo house. I didn't realize that the private you is schizophrenic. I didn't realize the private you had issues. I didn't realize the private you had issues with your mama, so that's why you treat me the way you treat me. I didn't realize the private you never grew up with a daddy, so you're looking for a daddy, not a husband. Yeah. And when I was introduced to the private you, I was in it too deep to say, nah, I'm going back up. Because I didn't realize I was in love with Frankenstein. I didn't realize I was in love with Frankenstein. I didn't realize I was in love with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I didn't realize it until we had a private conversation. And then I realized I was anointed for the public you, but I need to get in prayer for the private you. I need to, you want a husband, can you cover the private him? The private him that cry at night, the private him that got issues, the private him that crawl up like a baby. Can you cover the private him that nobody else know about, and every woman want to fall on his feet and everybody want him? But can I give you the private him and I celebrate the public him? Okay. I tell you, want him? You got the number? I'm going to call you when the private him shows up. Okay. We don't want the private him to show up because the private him going to show up. You're going to think he a 3-year-old little boy. Okay. Oh, you looking like a man to them. They all want you. All before they didn't want you. Now they think you're hot. Now they all on you. But baby, they still never met the private you. We already know what the songs used to say. They say, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Baby, we got it. Marvin C. said I was stuck in the middle between my wife and my woman. We already know about Betty right here. Come on, the clean-up woman. We grew up with these things that shown us how to be bad chicks. Yeah, they never showed us how to be a queen. They never told us that we worth more than rubies and gold. They never told us we don't need to be in a problem with another man and his wife. No, I need to get my own husband. No, I don't. Okay. They never told us, so we grew up with that. We grew up around our aunties. We had so many uncles, we forgot their name. That we every week we meet a new uncle. Well, how big our family really is. How big? So we was taught how to do this stuff. We was taught how to do this. We was taught how to cheat. We was taught it was all right to be the other woman, but be the best woman. Put it on his mind when he with his wife that your name gonna show up, baby, but if God, okay, because you see, it don't work like that the way in the spiritual realm. Because if your face show up, God will kill you on the spot. You see, that's the thing that we don't talk about. That's the thing. Let me know, Apostle, when my minutes is okay. So now we got to get it together. So now I realize that I used to be a clean-up woman. Now I want to be cleaned up for Jesus. Can we be real? Yeah. I know what I'm worth now, because I was found in the dirt. But when God cleaned me up, I realized that the pressure and the fire made me a diamond. So now, like they said, I shine like a diamond. So now I know my worth. So no, I'm not a Saucony. You had me fooled thinking I'm a Saucony. You had me fooled thinking that I had to go with whatever you went with. No, this time I really realized my worth. Tell somebody I realized my worth. I'm not going to be before you long, but as I'm going to end it, I got to do the fairy tale stories. I thought about Cinderella. Cinderella was a stepsister. But not only her sisters was jealous, but her stepmama was jealous. All Cinderella wanted to do was identify who she really was. So it made her do some undercover stuff to be presented before the king. How many times that you had to do some undercover stuff to be presented before the king? But the thing about it said at 12 midnight, you got to get back, because now you're going to be revealed. It's something that happened at 12 midnight, they say, because when they prayed at 12, they say doors became open, shackles fell. They say it's something about 12 midnight. So she went back home, but she left evidence. Tell somebody she left evidence. She left evidence. You don't know who I am, but I still left my mark. Can I tell somebody, you might not never know my name, but I promise you I'm going to leave my mark. And so the next day the king wanted to know, who was that bad chick I was dancing with? Somebody got to tell me who she is. Everybody tried to fit the shoes, but can I tell you, everybody can't fit in my shoes, because those shoes was tailor-made for me. Everybody can't fit in my garments. My garments was tailor-made for me. Everybody can't fit in my pain, because only my pain was tailor-made for me. And so when the king came and the stepsisters wanted to put on the shoe, their shoe did not fit, because those shoes was not meant for you. They was only tailor-made for me. And then the stepmama still trying to hide her. But can I tell somebody, no matter how much people trying to hide you, God will always bring you to the forefront. Because it was something about when she put the shoe on. And when she put the shoe on, the shoe was able to fit, because it was tailor-made for her. Her shoe was made out of pain, out of tears, out of anger, out of hurt. And so nobody else could have fit those shoes but her. And so that let me know, for all you Cinderellas, everybody can't wear your shoes. Only you can wear your shoes. And do know the king is coming and look for you. I need you to keep a peg right there. The king is coming for you. Then they had Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. They had Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And as I look at the Seven Dwarfs, I just assume that was 7 of her personalities. Sneezy, grumpy, happy, dark, whatever else. She had all those personalities. You ever had all those personalities and you tried to find that one personality? But it was something about that she had to go to sleep in order for the prince to find her. Sometimes God will cause you to go into a deep sleep for the prince to find you. I'm trying to help y'all with something on tonight. Sometimes God have to put you to sleep so everything around you could cease, so you could be in a place to receive what God got coming for you. But out of all the fairy tales, I like the Princess and the Frog. Because it's something about the Princess and the Frog, baby. Nobody didn't have to come looking for the princess, but the frog needed the princess in order to become. Can I help y'all ladies tonight? You wait for a man to come kiss you, but you don't realize you got a frog in front of you, and you got the power to either keep him a frog or make him come as a prince. You got to understand what the princess was working with. She said, I see there's a frog. Everybody else looking at you as being a frog, but I see something greater inside you. So you looking at everybody else want your money, want everything, but she sees something greater inside you. But there's something about when she kissed the frog. When she kissed the frog, it produced something inside him that made him stand up and be a man. Sometimes you'll be running with girls, but it'll take a real woman to come up to make you stand up and be a man. Can, can, can I help y'all tonight? We got real women inside here that got little boys, and we can make them stand up and be a man because we produce product. We produce product. We don't play with it. We produce product. And since you know I don't have to lay down for you to kiss me, I don't have to lose a shoe to make you come cook, and you got to wait on me because I'm coming for you. You got to understand I'm coming for you because you see, Snow White and Cinderella had to wait for a man. Sometimes you get to a place to where you just got to do it yourself. Step out on faith. Walk on water yourself, sisters. Buy your own house before you get a man. You can have your own car before you get a man. So when I get all that, what you bringing to the table? Can I ask you what you bringing to the table? Because what can you give me that I can't do for my own self? Can we be real? If I want to feel good, they got the toys that I can make my own self feel good. Can we just be transparent? Oh, we going to be all right in here. Oh, baby, we going to be all right. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, we going to be all right in here. Yeah, so that ain't a thing. Like they said, ain't a thing but a chicken wing, huh? Okay, so we got to realize what you bringing to me that I can't do for myself. What you bringing to me? My credit good. I got money in the bank. I got money saved. I got a G-Wagon. Okay, so what you bringing to me? Because guess what? If you ain't coming, because what helped me really mean, I'm coming on your level. So the person you are and who you want to be with, what level are they on? In the Hebrew, that's what helped me mean. She on your level. Guess what? I know my husband watching. And I made him who he is today. Because guess what? My prayers, my tears, my push, I was able to birth something out inside him. And so now he able to stand. No, I didn't run. I could have run. I had an open door that I could have left. I could have had open door, I could have left. But it's something inside of me telling me to stay. And what if I would have left? Because one choice would change your whole life. It's easy to move. And it's hard to stay. But will the stay pay off one day? Because if I'm his rib, can I break it down? You all right, Apostle? Because I see you trying to take notes. Okay. It's okay. You go ahead and take your notes. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Okay. Because I was just wondering why men leave a hard-working woman, a praying woman, a church woman, to go to a street trick. You all right? Okay. And then, I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it until I started looking at the ribs. It say the first 7 ribs attached to the sternum is the front, and they are the true ribs. Can we help you? It says, but 8, 9, and 10 is paired ribs that do not directly connect to the sternum, and they're known as the false ribs. Wow. Oh, that's good. The false ribs. So the false ribs. So that's why they go to street women, because they attracted to the false thing and not the true thing. I said, that's what I said. I said, what you say? They rather not have stability than to have stability. Because stability make you be accountable. Stability make you show up when you don't want to show up. Stability make you get up early in the morning before the rooster, and you'll wake the rooster up. And they say, but then they go to another woman. in there, don't ask me no questions. He said the rib 11 and 12 is ribs that's known as floating ribs. That means you don't care who Susan sleep with, long as when you call her, she answers and you're gone. So maybe, just maybe, you're rather a floating rib. And once again, you can't handle the true rib. Isn't that something? But the thing about the floating rib, they say the rib is the only thing that will reproduce itself if it's ever broken. No other bone in your body could reproduce itself but a rib. Be careful of a woman that when you leave her for dead, she could bounce back. Be careful of a woman when you thought that you took all her joy and her peace, and baby, she come bouncing back. Be careful of the woman that can rejuvenate herself and don't need a man to do it. Oh, you broke me, but I rejuvenated. Oh, yeah, you broke me, but I grew from it. I grew from my brokenness. I'm whole again. I didn't need nobody to band-aid me up. I didn't need no artificial intelligence. I was able to reproduce. My bone was able to reproduce that. That's something when they leave you for dead and they took all your money and they took all your joy, they took all your youth and they feel like that you don't have nothing left. Baby, only you know I'm rejuvenating. I've been quiet, I ain't been on Facebook, I've been minding my business, but you don't realize I'm being rejuvenated. And what you're not ready for is when I bounce back. Tell somebody they ain't ready for my bounce back. They ain't ready for my bounce back, because when I bounce, you got to understand, when I position myself, when I come up, I'm going to supersede where I once was. God, when I bounce back, I'm going to go further than you could ever go. When I bounce back, I got the bounce back anointing. I just got to bounce back. Yeah, you think you left me for dead? I wrote the book on it. How the dead survive. How the dead survive. Because what you don't realize that the rib holds the breath of the body. The rib holds the breath of the body. So when God pulled me out of the side of Ardis, he was pulling his ruach out so I could blow it back in. You don't understand. All I got to do is pray and travail, and the breath of God shows up, the ruach. The ruach shows up. The ruach shows up. Tell somebody the ruach shows up. Oh, baby, we've been in science class and everything, etymology, everything. So this is the hour to know you got to bounce back anointed. To know you was broken for a reason. You was broken so the venom could leave out of you. You was broken because you was fragile at that time. They didn't realize that I was bouncing back. They thought I was home crying over you. Crying over who? Okay, crying over who? Baby, I don't know. That song said I cried my last tears yesterday. Baby, I went and washed myself. I went do my hair. I got my lashes on. I got my nails done. And it didn't come from another Negro. It came straight from me in my pocket. And so now what you're looking for, I'm about to give it to you. You're going to wish you would have never left. Because not only I had it together, but I had a prayer life. Oh, baby, you're going to wish you would have never left. You're going to realize I was the breath that was inside your body. That was the favor that was on your life. You're going to realize that you would have never left. Yeah. Baby, if I step away from your life, you're going to know I'm gone. You're going to know I'm gone. Baby, because everything about your life going to be empty. Your bed going to be empty. The icebox going to be empty. The bill's not going to be paid. Everything about your life. You're going to want to know, how did you have all this going on? I didn't know about it because I had God. Yeah. So so that's our relationship, Apostle. as the woman, I don't know how you're going to bring it for the man. Because you're going to talk about how we supposed to be submissive, but I know how to be submissive, and my submissive got me in a place to where I knew how to submit, and you didn't know how to commit. So it's okay. So it's okay. I'm no longer your Play-Doh. You can't put me in your hands and form me no more. If you leave Play-Doh out too long, it become hard. You can't even move it. You can't even form it no more. It don't even have no form because you got me where I'm at. I'm wholeheartedly because you made me. You ever made Frankenstein and had to live with her? Oh, okay. Okay. She hard. That's from your hands. It's okay. I'm leaving. we go. So women are tonight. Because I know Apostle gonna bring it tomorrow, but I'm gonna sit right there to answer every question that I don't agree with. Nope. That's it. It's okay. It's okay. So man, do you know how to treat a lady? Yeah. Baby, honey, he already know what time it's gonna be when he get home. You better stop your feet. You better, cause she gonna tell you heard what she said and you want to answer what? You got it. You got it. When you've been with somebody so long.